Hello students, today we are going to start a new subject called cryptography and network security. So as the name suggests that we will study about the cryptography and then how to use these cryptographic techniques to secure a network. Okay, so as we all know this that in this real world the data or the information could be in the form of images, videos, audios, or it could be in the form of text. Okay, so these are actually the forms of data, but for a computer for a computer the compu- for a computer the computer doesn't know these forms. Okay, a computer only knows the form binary binary form. Okay, so what we do is we actually first translate these forms of data into binary, and then that binary form is actually stored into the memory. Okay, so whenever a communication takes place, okay, so first the data will translate into the binary form, and then it will flow through the network and reaches to the destination. So okay, so let's suppose you have two devices, A and B. Okay, and A has got an image, it has an image, and A want to share this image to B. Okay, so what A does is A simply put this image over a network. Okay, so you imagine like this image is actually flowing over this network. Okay, this image is actually flowing through this network and finally reaches to B safe with a full safety. Okay, so the actual image reaches to B. So this is an ideal case where the data safely reaches to B. So this is an ideal case. But what actually happens is this is not the case. This is the ideal case where actual image reaches to B. But what it could be possible that when A sending this image and this image flowing through the network. Okay, when this image, let's suppose middle of this network, when this image is here, an attacker can come and could attack on this image. Okay, so let's suppose there is an another entity C, and C is an attacker. C is an attacker, and C want to get this information. Okay, whatever it is, but C want to just want this information. Okay, so C here attacking on this information, attacking. Okay, so on the basis of like how this C will attack, how this C will get this information. Okay, these attacks can be classified, okay, into categories. First is the passive attack, and the another one is the active attack. Okay, active attack first, second. Okay, so we will discuss these two attacks. First is the passive attack. Okay, so what happens is, let A and B are communicating, and A to B some information is flowing. So this is the information. Okay, okay, let's suppose C comes and attack on this information, and what C is doing, C just getting this information but doesn't modify it, does not modify it, does not modify. Okay, it just get this information, whatever it is, C got to know this. Okay, but C does not modify this, then this type of attack is called passive attack. Here the C not changing this information. Okay, it only store this information, get this information by any means. Okay, so this type of attack is called passive attack, and second is called active attack. So here is A and B. A is sending some information to B, and whatever it is sending, it is here. Let's suppose, for an instance, this information is here, and C comes here and attack on this information. Okay, then what happens is, let's suppose this is some data 1010, like this type of data, and C get this information and then modifies it into 1101. So this data is actually changes. Okay, C modifies the data. Okay, so this type of attack. So here what A is sending is actually not reaches to B. What B got 1101. But what A sends, A send 1011. Okay, so B is not getting the same information. So this type of attack is called active attack, where C actually modify the data. Okay, so, and one more thing is, this passive attack is actually more dangerous compared to active attack, because here C just got the information but doesn't modify it. So A and B are not aware of this. Okay, for A, the information is actually safely reaches to B. Okay, and B got this actual information, and both of them, A and B, doesn't know that C also got this information. Okay, but here when A sends some information 1011 to B and B got 1101, then when B sends an acknowledgement to A that I got the information, and B also mentioned that I got 1101, and then A will get to know that A will automatically get to know that yes, the data is being modified by someone. Okay, so this type of attack is actually more dangerous. Okay, compared to the active attack. Okay, that's it.